Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. Today, American Idol, first sort of live, not really live episode, top 24 week. We got some contestants. There's some performances. There's a lot to go through. Joining me is my co-host, Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing well. I'm finally on spring break at school. So I get 3 days to go to my other job, basically, because I have a lot of singing to do in preparation for Easter. I often say I go from one job to the next one. But
And
that job
also-
doesn't involve 7th graders who whine at me every 5 minutes. So
we also got Eric. How you doing today, Eric?
I'm doing good. I spent money on something.
Yeah, I got to ask you. Well, I got to ask if you spent money on something else, because after last week's, fiasco, or, as whatever you might say, you might call it, with predicting accurately team the 77, did you put any money on blackjack? Because
I did not. But
that's some pretty good luck.
I did go to the slots and won $25. So there's that.
Eric is like just, have you ever thought of, the lottery or something?
No. I spent 80 cents and I won $25, and I went in there only willing to spend $3. And so that was how that went.
Did you lose the $3 afterwards, or was it
No,
you just
I
walked
won
out?
25 and I immediately cashed out.
All right, random tangent. I once went to when I turned 21 to my first time, or it might have been my second time. I went and I played for like an hour at the table, and I walked away and I counted the money that I had made and lost, and I found out that in that time that I had played, I had the exact same amount of money that I had started with. And I was,
You know what? That's better than the alternative.
I was so annoyed because I had no feeling. Like, I wasn't happy because I, won money. I wasn't sad because I kind of left feeling like
you had a
like
fun
Grace
time
right now.
that counts. Okay. Let's just dive right in. But before we do, a draft update. And there's no real update. I mean, there's one update, which is that Kennedy dropped out. But I'm going to, for anyone who missed last week's episode, I'm going to show something that I did. So here are the teams.
Oh, dang.
I have HunterGirl, Nicolina, Christian, Lady K, Jay, Jacob, Sir Blayke, and Kennedy. May she rest in peace.
she's not dead.
She's not dead.
I know she's not dead, but she's dead to the show.
Noah Thompson, for the producers.
Noah Thompson, Danielle Marshall, Ava Maybee, Tristen Gressett, Scarlet, however you pronounce her last name.
Scarlet.
Perfect. She dropped her last name, making my life easier. Elli Rowe and Mike Parker. And Team Adam has Fritz, Leah, Cadence, Allegra, Cameron, Katyrah Love, Danielle Finn, and Sage.
Were these in the order they were picked?
Yes, these are in the order they were picked.
Okay.
So I will be
updating
these as we lose contestants, and we will see at the beginning of each episode how the draft is going.
Maybe we could even find a way to keep it so over here in this negative space where my hands would be.
Nah, we can't do that, but I can just pop it up at the beginning. So.
All right. Well, we finally made it. We got top 24. Well, top 23. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know. I'm sure you know the answer, but before you kind of pop my dreams or whatever, I kind of hope that they keep, they imagine that person is still there. So they still cut 4, and then save that for later. Instead of going from a top 6 to a top 3, we maybe go from a top 6 to a top 5 or whatever. You know what I mean? Save that one spot for something else later on, or is that not going to happen, Eric?
Nope, they are going down. We're only cutting 3, and we will have a season's 20's top 20 because
that is so dumb.
They could not get rid of that synergy.
That is so dumb. Why?
I mean, it's kind of unfair if you think about it, but what are you going to do?
What do you think about this, Grace?
I'm sorry, what was that?
About the format now that Kennedy is gone, and what's going to happen with the cuts?
I mean, she would have made it, so I'm kind of sad about that. But she would have made it. I mean, she would have made it past this week, no doubt. Top 14.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think she would have probably made top 10. But I don't know, like
I think she would have locked for top 5.
Well, you know, room for someone else. That's all I can say. If you're willing to. Is it true that she was in touch with Benson? I don't believe that. I
believe it. I just don't. We have no proof, but I believe it because the kid they've never been wrong about anything. So,
but Benson Boone is not watching American Idol.
He doesn't have to be.
What was that, Grace?
I don't know.
Let's just dive into. We have 23 contestants to get through.
Yeah, we're probably going to go through this a little quickly, just because there are so many people. So we'll probably,
we'll focus on the ones we actually have things to say about. How about that?
All right.
Jay Copeland first. He's singing "I Want You Back," and I think he's still too much. And I also still think he has potential if he could somehow rein it in, but we'll see what happens. I'm worried for him in a couple weeks, but right now I think he's safe. So
the first performance of the night is usually reserved for like the performance that's fun, it's upbeat, people get into it, and then by the end of the show, nobody cares about it, and that's kind of what this was.
Yeah,
and part of that is the song. The song is part of it.
Song choice did not help.
Yeah, didn't really love this one, if I'm being honest. It was just too much, and I starting to continue to see that I don't think he's gonna be here long.
Okay, that's all we have to say. Elli Rowe, she sang a song called "Everywhere," which I did not know, and
I didn't know.
I was bored. That's all I wrote.
It was pretty. See, I didn't realize that only 2 people per episode, or I guess from the second episode, only 1 person is going home now. But I didn't realize that 2 people were going home. So I figured like if 10 people were going home, like bye. But with only 2 people going home, she might survive this week. I think she's going to be gone by top 14. I don't think she's going to be in the top 14.
I think there's a good chance that she'll survive, but only because some of the other contestants really screwed up, and we'll get to them.
Yeah, there's that too.
So wait, so from the first week, 2 contestants are going home though, right?
First episode, 2 go home. Second episode, 1 goes home.
All right. So yeah, Elli, what did I write? I actually wrote I gave grades for some contestants like that I was just casually watching. Did I give one for Elli? No, I did not give one for Elli. I confused her with Emyrson. She kind of like really
Emyrson was excellent and Elli was boring. So
yeah, Elli was kind of, I just wrote not really much to kind of take from.
Okay. Tristen Gressett, with a little help from my friends.
I don't get this dude.
You see,
I started liking him more in Hollywood, but this is back to the Tristen that I really wasn't going to get behind.
I hate this song, if I'm being honest. Like, just in the context of American Idol, I absolutely hate this song. I'm pretty sure we get it every single season. It's always the same performance. There's nothing new. As soon as I heard the beginning of the song, I just groaned internally. I was like, no. There's some songs like on American Idol that just get that reaction because I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be the exact same thing, and I just have nothing to say about it. B-.
Okay. It was not my favorite performance of his, but I still do like him a lot, actually. He's not the strongest singer, but I think he's a fantastic entertainer.
He's not. That's good because this song literally has a vocal range of like.
I mean, the song choice was. I understand why I did it, but I did too much of it still. So,
do you guys like this song? Like in the context of the show?
This show, no. I still do have awesome memories of Ben Haynow singing this song at Judges' Houses, and that was fantastic. But
been Hey Now. Like, hey now, hey now. This is what dreams are made.
He won X Factor UK the first year Simon came back after trying to make it happen in the US, and it never did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about
mentor, if you want to call him a mentor.
He was not a mentor. Anyway, let's talk about Scarlet.
Would never allow a contestant to sing the Asteroid song just because they asked. But anyway, Scarlet, she's levitating, probably out of the competition.
Yeah, I think she's screwed.
Oh, I hope she's screwed, because that first note was god awful. And if it was up to me, I would have sent her home on the spot. The thing is, she's definitely marketable, but she's also so clearly outclassed by the others. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, she's a voice that like could be like radio. It could go with like some radio, but in the context of the competition, she's just outclassed. Like, she is in over her head. She's, like I said, outside of American Idol, she could have success, but because she is competing against other contestants, there's no competition. I think she's in serious trouble this week.
Yep.
I have seen many a contestant give a performance very similar to this one, and they are very swiftly shown the door. So, like I said, probably levitating out of the competition.
Okay.
My team is in shambles already.
No.
That's my line.
Well, let's talk about Adam's last overall pick. Perry thinks is outclassed.
Who?
Even Katy Perry thinks that this girl is outclassed.
Sage. I was bored.
Jolene.
The
thing is, Jimmy was kind of questioning this choice. I probably would have done the same thing, but maybe not for the same reason that he was thinking. She wasn't bad, but I just don't think she has the support to make up for being meh.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of contestant she is.
He's a fodder contestant. That's what
like she's in no boxes. As weird as that is, you kind of like the contestants to be in certain boxes. I just don't have anything to say. Like, I don't know where she kind of fits. There's no one really to kind of compare her to, which is on paper good. But the fact is that she's just kind of not been shown. She's not really had a moment. She's just kind of there. And she is on my draft, though, so I do hope she makes it. But
I don't think she will.
She's
I think she has a chance.
She might survive this week, but she's not making top 14.
I mean, maybe she's got like some Madison from a few years ago upswing, but I don't think otherwise she's here for a while.
Okay.
If the judges get a say in who makes it through, she's done.
Yep. Danielle Finn, your song.
I hope you don't mind.
I've heard so many better versions of this.
As have I. I didn't like it. I thought it was all over the place, and I thought she oversang it, which you cannot do with this song.
Yeah, on paper it sounds like it would be like solid, but nothing kind of worked. It just kind of sat there and kind of didn't really go anywhere. I think
it's not a very exciting song, but like it works for Elton John. It works kind of for Ellie Goulding, even though she does a more simplistic approach with it. But Elton John also has a tremendous amount of talent, and I just don't think Danielle has that. Now, again, that's not fair comparison at all, but it is what it is.
Mike Parker.
The thing is, while we're still on Danielle, I mean, your song, it's the kind of thing where like it has to rely on it has to be an emotional song. And like, if you're not really like just, I don't want to say like outright crying by the end, like otherwise it just kind of sits there.
Yeah.
So
it's not a song where you need to show off.
Yeah, exactly. Which is,
and I've seen this before.
The song anyone can really sing if you have like a little bit of talent, like I don't, for singing. You know what I mean? All right,
let's move on next to Mike and his fanboying over Jimmy Allen moment. That was adorable.
You know what? I like him a lot. Not my thing at all, but he's likable. So I think he did earn himself quite a few votes with that. So
Yeah, he's not my thing either, if I'm being completely honest. But I think he will be here for a while. I think he's top 10 and then one of the first cuts.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of support for him, and I don't think he sounds like a country singer. So the country fans aren't gonna like him as much as they like people like Noah or HunterGirl or some of the other country singers we have this year. But him singing a Jimmy Allen song, first off, I don't believe for a second that he didn't know that Jimmy was going to be their mentor. Sorry, I don't believe it. Because we've known for weeks, and I don't know when these were filmed, but
weeks ago.
Yeah, this really felt like a top 24 round that was just edited, like the Green Mile round. I mean, it felt like they just, instead of doing the Green Mile, they just had it be top 24.
Yeah, that's
the
exactly
location, the performances.
100%.
Yeah. Who's next?
Emyrson with Angels Like You.
Miley Cyrus song that I don't know.
I never heard this song before either. She's not my favorite, but was clearly one of the top 3 or 4 performances of the episode.
Yeah, she was good. I wasn't really sure what to expect from her, but she sounded really good. I think she's probably going to make it through.
I think she's a lock for making it through if people were listening to the episode, to the performances at all, not just voting blindly like I did.
Yeah, but she's just so under the radar. I don't see her. I mean, she could kind of take that Kennedy spot because now.
No, but she's not going that far. But she is absolutely making the top 14 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Yeah,
Grace, why don't you tell me?
Okay. Saying you don't need a guitar, strike 1. Because yes, you do need a guitar if you want to win this show. Mentioning that you have a girlfriend, strike 2. Singing Heaven by Bryan Adams, strike 3. Jimmy's advice to drop the guitar was stupid. And this is another one of those songs where even if you sing it well, which he didn't, I don't care.
Yeah, a very weird choice to go with the Ryan Adams song. I mean,
Bryan Adams.
Okay, so context on this.
The gaslighting of Grace.
Our three hosts have a Twitter chat that we have going on, and there was a lot of fun stuff going on about Adam not knowing his name of this artist. And
no, I was trying to gaslight.
Grace calling Adam. What was it? I don't know. Whatever it was. It was really funny to watch, and you'll never see it. I think if Daniel stays after this performance, he's making the top 10 no matter what he does.
Which would be good for me.
It would be good for you. It would be really bad for the show. I hope he's a goner. So
yeah, I think him and Noah are going to kind of be fighting for the same kind of crop of votes.
Well, and not this week. We'll be in the same episode.
Yeah, but once they kind of merge, I think once one goes,
merge. Let's let Daniel go home this week, please.
But once they merge, I think the other stock skyrockets. If Dan goes, Noah goes way higher. If Noah goes, Dan goes. You know what I mean? It's kind of the
I don't know what you mean because I think HunterGirl takes the country vote this year.
I do
Eric,
too.
You can always say that, but there is always that country boy. Always. You cannot yes, we can say country girl, but it's always the country boy. They're in the finale. They're in top 3.
It kind of worked for Chase last season because we didn't really have any country girls. I don't remember any.
I'm telling you, do not. One of these two, either Dan or Noah, is probably going to be in the top 3. Accept it now. It'll make the rest of the competition easy. Great, Eric. It's going to be difficult. You're going to like other people, but just accept it now because it's going to happen. And once one goes, the other is going to go further.
Part of me really wants to hope that you're wrong, but after what happened last season, I think you're right. So
it's probably going to be Noah, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
If it's either one of those two, it definitely will be Noah after this week. I mean, I didn't like this performance at all. Part of it was the song, but another part of it is he didn't even sing it that well.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay. From worst to best, let's move on to Jacob Moran's performance of In My Blood by Shawn Mendes.
I hate this song.
I don't care. Adam is wrong. Adam is wrong. Adam is wrong. This was easily the best performance of the night, and probably both nights. I freaking love this guy's voice. Best male vocalist we've had on Idol since at least Jeremiah Lynn Harmon, and yet the judges were subdued in their praise, and I think he's probably still gone before top 14. I would love to be wrong.
No, he's top 14. He's probably cut top like 14 to 10.
That's more optimistic than I think, so I'll take it. America, please don't Lauren Spencer Smith this guy, because he's too good for that. And I'm gonna make a subtle plug to stream Lauren Spencer Smith. She has a new song out tomorrow.
Wouldn't Nicolina be the Lauren Spencer Smith? They're kind of,
because Nicolina's gonna make the finale. Lauren Spencer Smith was notable for going out way before she should have, and that's what Jacob's gonna happen.
I really don't like this Shawn Mendes song. Like, as soon as he started, I was like, come on, it's got to be something else. These song choices this week were just awful. Did
he sing it well?
He sang it fine. I mean,
fine.
It's like when I hear I get by with a little help from my friend. Like, I audibly groan, and I'm like, we're really doing this.
Adam is wrong.
Oh boy,
it's that simple. I mean, this guy in a different league to everyone else in this episode.
This song and guys with this type of range for me are extremely hit or miss. He did sing it really well. Some of the notes were kind of getting into that shrillish territory.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
It's kind of in the same. I kind of had similar problems with Jordan Smith when he was on that other show down the street. And he's, I think, the front runner in the American Song Contest now. But anyway, it started out good. When he started like kind of shrieking a little bit, I was kind of like, okay, enough is enough. Oh, get over yourself.
It's not over me. It's just
because I'm about to start a debate with the next performance.
What?
Oh, it's a debate that has nothing to do with the performance, but I think Jacob will make it through this week, if for no other reason because he was not in the bottom 2 of the episode, and there are far worse singers this season. But,
I think maybe like
everyone is a worse singer than him this season. It's that simple. Everyone.
I think Jacob could do like
so far and away, so patently, obviously the best one there. So
I think you could do like some Coldplay, some Ryan Adams, some like some.
What if we have Coldplay?
This was a contemporary song choice.
I was trying to do a thing with Ryan Adams to see if Grace would catch it.
I'm just ignoring you at this point.
God.
All right. Well, who's next?
HunterGirl.
Oh, our number 1 draft pick, like the first. Eric groans in disgust.
Jacob first because was the best one, but he's not gonna win. He's not gonna make top 10. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna be sad. But for now, HunterGirl sang banjo, and she is not my thing at all. But there is absolutely a reason I picked her first in the draft, and she has a very good chance of winning this show.
Okay, I don't disagree. I thought this was like an Ed performance. I think it was completely inoffensive. I would probably give it like a B. But I mean, like, I was not the biggest fan of Gabby on American Idol. Like, I did not. Well, Eric knows mostly that I was very much on the Maddie train and still am. But Gabby had like fire. Gabby had like the it factor. She could go for it. I don't get that from Hunter. Like, I think she's inoffensive, just bleh. Like, if there's a universe where Gabby can't win and Gabby is kind of doing such incredible work and does have that it factor, I can't see Hunter winning.
We'll see.
The thing with me is HunterGirl is easily the best country singer this year. So, like, I agree with Eric that she's going to win over the country vote, and I know she's going to make it through. My big thing was those, like, drinks in the pineapple. Like, okay, I can deal with that as long as you don't like pineapple on your pizza, then you're fine. So let's start a debate. Where are you guys on that?
With like drinking out of a pineapple?
No, with pineapple on pizza. It's wrong, right?
I'm kind of have no opinion on it.
I'm too picky to be a fair judge. Anyway, Nicolina.
Watch this performance.
Okay. So obviously we're not Sia fans at Reality Hour. But having said that, I did watch this performance. Grace
I mean, I watched it, I just didn't pay attention because Sia isn't able to.
Yes.
Why is this song? Like, if you're gonna go for Sia, there are such better songs. Like,
I think this is one of the better ones to pick.
I would have loved Chandelier. It would have probably been a train wreck. But
no, not Nicolina's voice. Grace sang this song much better than Nicolina did, and the problem is Nicolina was already being compared to Grace by me, and Grace is just better, and so I like Nicolina, but if Grace couldn't win last season, Nicolina can't win this season.
Oh yeah, when Jimmy was like, "You can win," I was like, "No, she can't."
Yeah, she can. This did not make me think that she could win. So
yeah,
she's picking songs that naturally don't have a lot of range. So maybe she doesn't have any, or maybe she's saving it for later.
Or she has range, but she just.
We might be waiting a little too long. Like, if you wait too long to peak, it doesn't work. Just ask Laura and Elena.
Okay. And that's the end of episode 1.
Can we stay here for a sec? Like, who are you guys predicting is going home? Like, what are you guys thinking?
I think we say that's at the end of episode 2.
All right, wait. Here's who I think is of these contestants who are definitely going to be top 12. Can I do that?
Well, top 12 is not going to be a number.
All right, top 10.
Top 14.
Top 14. I think definitely going to be Nicolina, HunterGirl, Jacob, Emyrson, Mike,
and that's probably it.
And Sage.
No, Sage is definitely not top 14. What are you talking about?
Well, either Sage, Jay, or
Tristen. Tristen's going to be.
Tristen, yeah.
Tristen's going to be top 14. It's definitely not going to be the others.
Okay. Do you guys agree? Hashtag I don't agree.
I think the 2 going home, if I had to pick, I mean, any combination of Scarlet, Sage, and Danielle, I think 2 of those 3 are gone this week. Maybe Scarlet a guy will. Danielle. Maybe one of the guys will go home and we'll get a surprise, but I doubt it.
If Dan goes home, I'd be happy with that.
I feel like if any of the guys are going to go home, it'll probably be Mike, but who knows?
It's not Mike, it's Dan. Anyway.
Moving on to BB Rex's episode.
Mm-hmm.
They were both kind of ineffective.
Did we talk about the mentors yet?
Do we need to?
They were better mentors in 2 hours than Bobby Bones was in 3 years.
Okay, fine.
All right. Moving on to Cadence.
This is my 3rd draft pick, and you guys were low on her. I think she's gonna be here, top 10, and then get cut like right away, or top 14. I could actually see her get like cut top 14 to top 10. I think that's it's like
I will say this was her best performance since her audition, but she is no longer a contender for the win. My big issue with this was
downward trajectory lately.
Yeah, serious downward trajectory. This was a little bit of an upward part from the last couple, but still not nearly as good as her audition. And there was no expression on her face throughout this performance.
Yeah, you need to be sassy to pull this song off.
And she's
a la Etta James, a la Christina Aguilera. I was thinking in rehearsal the song was too big for her. I was like, this is such an ill fit. She didn't sing it badly, but she's
and the weirdest thing was it wasn't even the worst song choice of the episode. We'll get to that in a few.
Oh,
wasn't even close to the worst one of the episode.
There were some bad tongue choices this episode.
Yes.
Still, I love her. I think she's solid. She's got to do modern music. Like what? Like
she's got to have an expression on her face besides panic. That's what they say.
And you were like, she was your favorite.
She was. She was one of my 2 favorite auditions of the season, and then she hasn't lived up to it since.
Eric is a tough critic.
Okay. Sir Blayke.
Oh, Sir Blayke. I was so close to getting him on the draft, right? Like he was. Who got him? I think Eric, right?
I did.
I'm kind of disappointed here, if I'm being honest. I really wanted him to do well. Kind of didn't happen.
I watched this episode.
This song does not allow the singer of the song to have a moment. And so no surprise, Sir Blayke didn't.
Yeah, it didn't kind of go anywhere. Like now that I'm thinking about it, I remember Skylar Dixon did an incredible rendition for her audition, but otherwise, like it just it doesn't really build
over again. Yeah, it doesn't build.
I had
and the few notes at the end were also noticeably off.
And this is such an old song. Like this has got to be coming up in like 15 years.
No, Adam, it's newer than that.
What?
It's newer than
that. I had seen, because I watched this episode like today when I got home from work. Sleazak hated this performance. I saw it on Twitter. So I was just like, is it really that bad? I didn't think it was as bad as he was making it out to be. It was still pretty messy in the falsetto. Like, if you're a dude and you're going to sing a song with that much falsetto, make it clean. Don't do what he did. Showing off doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It came out 14 years ago. I was not far off.
Oh,
we're old.
God damn it, Adam. Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to look that up and ruin us?
Like well, you said I was wrong. You said
Adam is right, and we're all close to forgive.
Well, I'm still wrong. I was off by a year, but pretty close. Who's next?
Allegra Miles.
I would have thought she would have been in trouble this week, but now that if only one person is going home this week, she'll be fine. I think she's another contestant kind of doomed for that 10 to 14 cut.
Yeah, she hasn't been shown a lot, but like I said, she was on another singing show, so that doesn't put her at a huge disadvantage because people might know her from that show.
I think that she's actually if someone gets cut and their name is not Cameron, it's gonna be her.
No, it's gonna be Lady K.
No, it's gonna be like our Lady K or Cameron. This was a mess.
Ow. Really? A mess?
Yeah, it was a mess.
I think I must have been having a bad day or something because I noticed that her diction was lackluster, and then Luke Bryan pointed it out. So if Luke Bryan and I are agreeing on something, I'm not having a good day.
Well, Luke Bryan is, I say this term very, very loosely. I think the best judge on the panel. I said very loosely.
Not the best judge on this panel.
They're all bad, but like I think he's the most something. I don't even know. Who do you think is the best judge on the panel?
None of them.
Yeah, but like if you had to pick one,
they're in a freeway tie for dead last. Is where they are.
Randy Jackson, man, he had it right.
Oh, God. Anyway, Lady K with the worst song choice of the week and possibly the season before he cheats. The song is supposed to be angry. Lady K is a pleasant kind of singer. This is a bafflingly bad decision that shows she has no idea who she is as an artist. And she went from being in my top 5 of the season to barely in my top 14 with this one performance.
I think look, if it was up to me and I'm cutting someone from this group, I would cut her. And I'm being completely honest because, back in the old Idol days, if you forgot the words, like I don't think I've ever seen a contestant survive that forgot the words. Not even Katie, if I'm being like, if you forget the words, you're done. Like I always thought that was the rule. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Like that's the shtick that usually happens. But luckily for Lady K, she is on a top 24 round where 4 people are going home, 2 from her episode and one bailed. So now she has a shot of making it. but I think this was the weakest performance of both episodes. Maybe I gave it a C-.
You're very generous, Adam. This was a baffling performance. Like, seriously, like
this is the part where I need to plead for ABC to make me the mentor next season, because I mean, she was between this and Collard Greens and Cornbread by Fantasia. BB likes the Fantasia song better. I kind of did too. If I were the mentor, I would have been like, neither. Don't sing either one of these songs.
Go.
I don't like Fantasia. Plus, nobody likes this song. But like, also, I don't think anybody besides Carrie Underwood can sing this song. And trust me, I've heard people try. They usually fail. It's usually like the bad auditions.
Elena do it.
I've heard people sing this song well, but the problem is Lady K is the exact polar opposite kind of performer to sing this song.
It's
literally like 180 types of personality is needed to sing this song. Like, could not be more wrong. So,
would you guys send her home? Like, what do you think?
Oh yes. Sheerly based on do you know who you are as an artist, I would cut her right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be her downfall. Like, do I think she was the worst performance of the episode?
No, not technically.
No,
but the choices were just so bad that that's it. It's that simple. Ava Maybee, tell me something.
Maybe this time.
I can tell Ava Maybee something good, which is that this was Ava's best performance so far by a mile in my book.
I wanted her on my draft. I almost would have traded her for Cadence.
Still not truly amazing in my view.
No.
But closer than anything she's done all season. So I liked it, and I think she's a lock.
The thing is, I think this is one of those songs that, like, you can't sing it poorly. And also, like, she said she was inspired to sing this song by a dream. Like, I'm just envisioning if I had a dream that I was on American Idol and I were singing something, it would probably be something, like, completely baffling that I should never sing anywhere.
We don't talk about Bruno.
It would be you singing. It'd be death metal. It'd be like Lady K singing before he cheats. It'd be that kind of one. Anyway.
Okay, Adam would be singing "We Don't Talk About Bruno" if his dreams dictated.
And you guys would be my backup singers.
Oh God. Anyway.
Well, there's like 500 different parts, though.
You would all be doing all the different parts. You would alternate. It'd get very weird.
Oh, good God.
Oh boy.
All right, I've already decided for
Ava.
Disney on Dancing with the Stars. Our episode title is "We Do Talk About Bruno."
Oh my God, they better do it as a group number. Oh my God. I still like Ava. I want her in the top 14. She kind of reminds me of Casey, but not as good, but still good.
Definitely in that.
Like a little bit, like just
because they're the rock girls of the season.
She's not rock. She's like funk. Jazz.
Anyway.
No, Eric just completely disagrees and he's moving on.
Adam is wrong. I could put the hashtag again, but I'm too lazy to click the button. Noah Thompson.
Noah Thompson, my first pick. Blue Side of the Mountain.
I wrote country boy doing country thing B.
That was pretty much what I said. This is the kind of performance we see every single week, or at least once a season, usually multiple times. They sing a country song that I don't know by a group that I've never heard of. Do a decent job, make it through. They don't always win. I mean,
Lane Hardy did the exact same. I don't think Lane had one B+ performance. It was B straight through. Like just
and Chase was B- straight through, in my opinion. So
yeah, I'm thinking like there was the Chase, there was Tate Stevens on that show that is dead now, so we can't say its name.
We don't
like
talk
winning
about that
by doing
show.
the same thing. Winning by doing the same thing every week. Although Tate also had a wife that he loved. I don't think Noah has that.
I'm still amazed he won.
Noah is Chase Beckham 2.0, and hopefully he doesn't win like Chase did.
I'm telling you, gonna be top 3. Just make your peace with it.
I am. Okay. My favorite of night 2 next up, Leah Marlene with Call Me. Easily my favorite of the second episode. I love this girl. And I love what she did with the arrangement of the song. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, I saw this song choice. I was like, ooh. Because this was, I think Katie did this exact song, this exact round. And as much as I love Katie, that was not my favorite performance. Like, this is a song that
was
kind of
probably Katie's low point of the season. I would say.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's never a good song choice. Like Haley Reinhart did it, I think, the week she went home. No, that was 80s week.
No,
I don't remember. But it's never good. There's always problems.
No.
It doesn't kind of go there and go anywhere. And Leah kind of did a flip of it, which I was like, okay. I was like, whoosh, like we passed a hurdle there.
Is she trying to be a rock singer now?
If she sounds as good doing it, I don't care. She sounded fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might actually be a decent move. I thought BB Rex's advice about not worrying about missing notes was pretty stupid. But
yes, that's pretty dumb advice on a singing competition. But
yeah, I was gonna say, sorry, BB, they don't use auto-tune on this show.
Ooh, burn. Anyway. I love her. Adam, did you like this performance at least?
I didn't love the like the thing with Leah is she is all unique arrangements. Like every time we see her perform, it's kind of it's something unique. The thing is like it's fine now. I think she's good, but at some point I do kind of want to see, like, it's too much goofy, unique kind of energy. I kind of want to see something. I want to see a ballad here. I want to see something like that isn't so I'm quirky and I'm doing, it feels like shtick, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I'm kind of thinking like when I'm not allowed to say her name, but there was a contestant on The Voice the same year as Cassidy Pope who tried way too hard to be different and it came across as gimmicky. I'm kind of hoping that's not the direction she tends to head in.
I feel like anytime, whenever Cassidy Pope's name is mentioned, I have to remind everyone she's the greatest winner of any of these shows. Just
False.
Adam,
y'all can disagree. Y'all can be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure Carrie Underwood and her 8 Grammys are quite comfortable right now.
And Kelly Clarkson in her talk show is very comfortable.
And this week they decided to insult Carrie Underwood and call her an Idol alum fan favorite. No, Carrie's the GOAT.
Carrie's the GOAT, and Carrie's the
yeah.
GOAT.
Let's see, 8 Grammys,
the vice
3
GOAT.
Anyway, back to Leah. I think the majority of the song was about a B for me, and then kind of the ending, I kind of pushed it, I would say, into a B+, which is probably one of the best performances of the week. Still, the arrangements are kind of, it's getting too gimmicky. Like I said,
you're wrong. Okay.
I still like her. She's on my draft. I want her to win.
God, I wish I had her on my team because I actually appreciate what she's doing.
You want to trade her for Ava? No, I wouldn't trade her.
Who's on my team?
I would happily trade her.
You would what?
I would happily trade her for Ava.
Well, no. Trading Cadence for her.
Well, I don't have Cadence, do I? No,
I would trade Cadence for Ava.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, we move on. Who's next?
Cameron Whitcomb, which was the closest thing to a joke act to ever make live shows on ABC Idol.
Go on.
What? Go.
I kind of loved it. I loved it.
Okay, I'm lazy, but I'm not lazy enough.
No, not for that reason. No, I agree. The performance was an absolute mess. It was all over the place. But I loved it for how much he just completely disregarded everything I was saying. I love legend, like just, and the side eye from her just go like. I loved it.
That's pretty funny. I'll give you that. Right. But yes,
dude's a legend.
If there's any justice in our he's got her.
No, he needs to chill. I mean, I think it's
say that, but I'm thinking of I keep thinking back to when Taylor Hicks did play that funky music and he laid on the floor like a crazy person and he ended up winning the whole fucking show.
Yeah, Taylor was a much better singer than this guy though. So
no, he wasn't.
Not much better. Okay, better at least. A little bit better.
But no, this performance was hilariously awful.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of performances like this on Dancing with the Stars, and they usually survive for a few weeks, but
Not
the novelty's going to wear off.
No, he's gone.
I think he's just too much shtick. He's not a serious artist. He's a reality show contestant more than a viable recording artist. Like, he's just.
I appreciate what he did for our show.
Oh, now you agree. Before you put the Adam was wrong shtick.
Yeah,
you know what?
I thought you
rebuke it, Eric.
Genuinely, and then you see if I change it to Adam is right because as long as you actually didn't think the performance was good, because my God, it was not.
I think it was one of the most memorable moments of the two nights.
Yes, Gil. Yes, Gil.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I'm gonna let Gil's comment linger in the chat and not be on my screen. Anyway, Christian Guardino, leave the door open.
Leave the door open.
I know it's the song of the year, but I do not like this song.
Never do I.
I'm either he at least did something current. Well, he did sing it well, but again, this is one of those songs where even if you sing it well, I don't care. But I still like him.
There's still something about his voice that bugs me, and I still don't know how to explain it. Parts of it were great, I think. Parts of it were very grating to me. And the last note was off. But it's just like, I think he's a lock for top 6, but I don't know how much further than that he makes it.
He reminds me of the contestant he reminds me of most is Michael J. Woodard from a couple of years ago, in that he is vocally pretty much flawless with some exceptions, but I have no interest in rooting for. Like, it's this weird dichotomy where he's fine, like he does a serviceable performance, and I'm just like, okay, but like when are we getting to like Fritz and Katyrah? You know, like I don't kind of feel anything, and I don't kind of. He's just kind of there. B, I gave him.
B, I say. B. Okay. Katyrah Love, her breakout moment, I think.
Love her. Love this. Well, I told you guys from the auditions, I really loved this girl. I think she just got to pick some modern music. Like, what? Like, her song choices were just so old-fashioned. Even if she was going modern, don't think she would win. But I think she would be able to kind of be the best contestant and have the best shot. I still, even then, like I said, I don't think that would be enough to push her to win, but I think it would mean finishing in maybe 5th place instead of 10th. But I still love this lady.
I think I like this performance a lot. I still don't see her as a winner, but
no.
The good news is with this performance, I can now see her making top 14 at least, which is a big improvement.
She's great. Like, I love her energy. Like, she just seems
great
like
energy,
fun.
Great vocal. Fantastic.
I say this a lot, though. When you say you want to have fun, not a good goal. Those are always the famous last words. You know,
unless you actually are having fun and you're making us have fun, too.
But also, this is not a song where you can show what you've got in terms of vocal ability. And I know I say that a lot, but
it's not the type of singer she is. So,
yeah, she's not a belter. Like,
which is fine.
She's more fun energy. Like,
don't pick a Disney princess song on Disney night.
Okay.
Unless it's Reflection.
No, that's the worst one because that's a big belting song.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on to
That could be for Leah.
Let's move on to the last contestant and my possible biggest regret.
Yeah, you had first pick, Eric. Could have been yours.
I know, and I also was flip flopping. He was until like the episode started. It was gonna be my first pick. I'm worried about him. I think he is the only guy with a chance of winning this season, and the only contestant not on my draft team that could win. He would be the best ABC Idol winner, in my opinion, of the 5 seasons we've had. But there are several contestants better than him. And that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I want him to win. I want him to win.
I have no doubt he's going to make it through this week.
Just this week?
Well, I mean, I don't want to think that far ahead. But honestly, like, we have seen so many people like him win. I'm kind of over it, but I kind of expect it at this point because it's happened every year since David Cook won, beating my man crush.
Don't blame David Cook. Don't blame David Cook.
Oh, he hates the white guy with guitar label. He absolutely hates it.
I know. I'm saying don't blame him for starting that trend because he did start the trend, but he actually deserves to win. I think the one that started that trend is Chris Allen because I like Chris Allen, but I don't think Chris Allen deserves to beat Adam. And I think that Chris was the first time where it was like an obvious like person shouldn't have won, but person won.
When we go to spoiler corner, I don't know when we're going to go to spoiler corner, but I've got.
There is a spoilers. There are spoilers.
Ish. Well, I don't know the results yet.
Okay.
But
there are no results.
No, not yet. But May 2nd, they're calling it the Great Idol Reunion. And they're going to have a bunch of like past contestants singing duets. And one of them is David Cook and Chris Allen.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm very excited.
There's also Scotty McCreery and Lauren Elena, Ruben and Jordan Sparks. Not exactly. I mean, I'm kind of thinking, is Carrie Underwood too good to come back for these types of things?
Oh no, she'll be back in the finale. When she'll be back.
I was gonna say because, like, I mean, I've known Kelly Clarkson has been too good to be on this show for too long.
She's on a competing show. That's why she can't be on the show.
Oh, and there's a Willie and Grace duet, which has the potential to be epic. There's also
so good.
I'm just excited for Maddie.
I was gonna say Maddie. And also, really, you're not excited for Lane and Lacey K. Booth, even though that's totally mismatched?
I'm very mismatched.
I am excited for David and Chris and Grace and Willie.
Why can't we get like Gina and Kate? Oh. just Gina.
And Scotty and Lauren sound really good together, so I'm excited about that.
Anyway, so that wraps up our thoughts on the top 23.
Wait, I didn't talk about Fritz.
Yeah, you did. You said you think he's gonna win. You want him to win?
You want him.
All right, I want him to win. I think he should win and will win. So,
I think there's a damn good chance he's gonna win. In which case, I'll be kicking myself.
I want a finale with him and Leah. I think that's my ideal top two.
My ideal realistic top two would be him and Leah. My ideal dream top two would be Leah and Jacob, but that's not happening. So.
Oh, I just found out some news for next week. MJ just posted it.
What?
Well, next week, first off, the Sunday night show on Easter Sunday is going to be a 3-hour top 20 reveal. So sorry for those of you who have bedtimes like we do, because we're all old. Although I don't have school on Monday. Philip Phillips, Alejandro, and Chase Beckham are going to be mentoring.
I saw.
I didn't see this.
We're performing, not mentoring.
And then the top 14 will be revealed on Monday.
My guess is the top 14 will perform both Sunday and Monday, like they do in most seasons now.
Probably.
Yes. And the judges will complete the top 14. Yes.
And for those of you who don't follow my Twitter, there's been some Dancing with the Stars news that I am not very happy about.
I
hear they're getting rid of Tyra, but I hear they're going to be replacing her with Ryan Adams is going to be the new host.
Okay, the news that I'm not happy about is the show has been renewed for 2 more seasons, but they're going to be on Disney Plus, which I think is going to be terrible for the show. Because, I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of Dancing with the Stars viewers that don't have, I mean, I already have Disney Plus, but there's a lot of viewers that don't have it and aren't going to download it for 10 weeks to watch Dancing with the Stars.
Can I be contrarian here for a second? I'm totally fine with the move for the sole reason.
If American Idol goes to like, bye.
I'm totally okay with the move because I don't have ABC, so if it's on Disney Plus, I can watch it like live. So I'm fine with it.
Here's my thing. I think I'm on the same boat as Adam as for personal reasons, but I think that Idol, for the sake of the show, needs to be on network TV, because Dancing with the Stars is fine being on a show because it's actually trying to launch someone's career. It's not actually like a show that launches stars. I feel like a show like Idol.
Careers.
What?
It revives careers.
Sure, that's not the same. Idol is supposed to create careers, and there's no way you're going to create a career for someone on a streaming channel yet. Maybe in like a decade you will, but not right now. So.
But I also heard that they finally honored my wishes, and there's no Tyra.
Bye-bye, Ty.
We got to get Ryan Adams in there.
As long as the host isn't Bobby Bones, I'm good. I would want Tom Bergeron, but that's not
what is Bobby Bones?
I would laugh so freaking hard. That would be so perfect.
He probably would love that. It's probably in there.
I would love it just to see Grace's head really fall off of her body.
For the meltdown that would surely follow.
That would be so great. I'm sorry, but seriously though, don't put that idea in the world, Adam, because that would be terrible.
I've put it in the world.
No, Bobby Bones almost was the Dancing with the Stars host.
Okay.
What would be worse if he was the host of Dancing with the Stars or American Idol?
Or if he competed again on Dancing with the Stars. Those are your three options.
No, I'm thinking, I know they're not going to do another All-Star season, but if he were on it, he would be the Pamela Anderson contestant who does not belong there. But I feel like he got enough backlash from winning the first time that there's no way in hell he would survive very far. But I say every season that somebody's going to be the first one gone, and I'm usually wrong, so who knows? But I'm thinking if they did a Dancing with the Stars revival with the worst contestants ever, he wouldn't be on that list. But
I would still watch it for Steve Wozniak and Wozniak alone. Anyway.
Oh yeah, no, he would probably be on there, but he was kind of in the Cameron Whitcomb vein of hilariously bad.
He was hysterical, but he was terrible. But I would love him anyway. Anyway, on that note, anyone have any final thoughts on the episode?
I am so behind on American Song Contest that I don't have news for it. Okay. Alan Stone survived this week, and my home state was on this week, but yeah.
Hey.
And Riker Lynch made it through. He's Dancing with the Stars alum.
On that note, I'm Eric. You can find me on Twitter there. On you too.
I'm Adam. You could find me there, and also in a corner huddled with matzah because it's Passover in 2 days.
Yes, it is.
So that's
happy Passover.
What?
I don't celebrate Passover, but I watch Rugrats Passover every year, even though I don't celebrate it.
That was a staple as a little kid. Man.
But the real Rugrats, not this new CGI crap that they're trying to peddle on us, which Jordan Sparks is going to be in an episode of, and I don't care.
Yeah, we have the Seder coming up. Those things go to 1 a.m. God help me.
Well,
I do love matzo ball soup, though.
Matzo is not good. Matzo
ball soup is fire.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
I like matzo.
Just plain, it's literally water and flour.
I know. I don't care. I'm a super taster. I like things that are bland. Grace.
And you can find me in churches singing leading up to Easter, since that's what I celebrate. And you can also find me on Twitter there and running our Twitter podcast page at Reality Hour Pod, our podcast Twitter page. I don't even know what I just said. Which I need some ideas because I feel like it's really just plugging the show.
What are you going to be singing with the church?
Well, tomorrow is the Chrism Mass. Chrism is where they because they have a bunch of oils that they bless and then give to the churches that they use for baptisms and anointing of the sick. It's really just oil that they mix with perfume and stuff like that. So that's what they do, and then they distribute it to all the parishes. That's Holy Thursday tomorrow morning, and then in the parish it's also the Last Supper, which is, I'm sure you're familiar with the Last Supper. Friday is Good Friday, which is the day that Jesus died. And then Saturday, I have the Easter Vigil and Easter Sunday, the following day. So it's a lot of singing. I know it's an
obvious joke, but I find it really funny that Jesus died on Good Friday.
Well, a lot of people like question that, like, why is it good? But I mean, I don't want to go into a religious TED talk here. Let's skip
that and just I'll point out the irony and we'll move on.
I was gonna say we're reaching an hour at this point, so
yeah, we reached an hour. We actually made it to an hour for reality.
Oh yeah, reality hour.
Yay! We finally made it to an hour. Is that the episode?
Let's quit while we're ahead and never do it again.
Let's never do this again. I'm kidding. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night.